Nollywood is the dumping ground for BBNaija graduates.
No be say then sabi act pass.
They pass out from the reality show and they just become Nollywood act.
But it's just the face.
A lot of actresses that are on top right now have actually slept with producers and directors.
People show you what they want you to see, not what really goes down.
I thought they had arrested this law at some point. Desmond Elliott making some gay rumors. So many things that happen. Like Tim said, crazy things are happening.
Hey.
Your best friend sleeping with your man.
It has happened.
Hey guys, it's your girl SRE right here at TheHouseChronicles, and it's about to get so interesting as it always does right here at Friday night at the house. We love to play some interesting games, sip some wine, and just have all-round good conversations. And today I have a really lovely guest. We're just getting to know ourselves behind the scenes, and I can already tell she's such a sweetheart. Welcome, model, actress, content creator. We have the lovely Valerie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm fine.
How is Lagos treating you?
Well, because I mean, I grew up here, so but I would say I'm used to the life here, I guess.
Right.
So yeah, we're surviving. That's the word.
Lagos is crazy. It looks like the dry season is upon us. It was freaking hot today. I mean, we're going into the Harmattan season, the cool breeze, but with global warming, it looks like we might not be getting Harmattan. But Lagos temperature, what are you trying to do to us? Are you trying to roast us before Christmas? Are we going to be the Christmas goats this year? Because I don't understand what this heat is all about. Tell me, how do you feel?
Well, I think I'm mostly indoors, and I've not really been out for a while now because I haven't really had any projects taking me out. So indoors, there's AC, so I'm not really feeling it that much.
Right. Those will get soft life. All right, let's talk about our lovely Valerie, who is an actress. First of all, you looks like you're such a young lady. How long have you been in the industry?
Since 2019, but I started with theater. Like I was performing on stage, so that was like 2017. 2017 to 2018 for theater, then 2019 up to now, focused on filming. Yeah.
So do you go for auditions? Because I've done a couple of those and I hate the process. How did you get scouted?
Recommendations, auditions as well. Yeah, so both.
Right.
But I audition a lot. Like as long as I see that, okay, this is a good production. When I see the poster and I see it's a good production, I'm going for it.
Now, a lot of Nollywood women are stereotyped, if I should use that word. Once you're in Nollywood and you're a woman, you have to be using or having extracurricular activities, if you know what I mean.
Yes.
So tell me about that. Did you get profiled as a, I don't want to be too crass, but let's just say it. Do you get labeled as a runs girl because you're in the movie industry?
Well, I haven't really, I mean, nobody has said that to my face. But I know it's something that people think about.
Insinuate,
yeah,
right.
generally. But I really don't care, honestly, because I love my career and I don't care about what people think about me. And I just, you know yourself, and as long as you know who you are, you don't care about what people say.
Definitely.
Yes, and I just want to say, I mean, any woman out there who is an actress, please own it. Own it. And I mean, there was a time in my life whereby when people ask me, oh, what do you do? I don't really like telling them I'm an actress because I feel like the moment I say that, especially when it even comes to relationships, like automatically men don't trust you because
Right. That's a very good point.
they don't trust you because, oh, she's an actress, she can never be faithful, this is blah, blah, blah. Man, I mean, just do you, I beg.
So have you had any relationships that have had troubled situations or experiences because you're an actress? And what is it like having to, what's the word now, to make a man see that you're not about that life?
Well, I haven't been in too many relationships actually. But I would say it kind of like affected my ex because when I finished from the university, I knew I just wanted to focus on my career, and at that point I was coming back to Lagos because I schooled in Benin. So I was coming back to Lagos to just like focus on this career thing, and I just felt like I did not need any kind of, I think, distraction. I don't know what it is,
Right.
but I just needed to focus. And I knew that me coming to Lagos, he would also not be at rest because he would start thinking, oh, she's going to Lagos to pursue.
Right.
So I'm like, let me just let him go and, go live your life. Let me, do my own thing. So,
But to be very honest, a lot of Nollywood actresses have imputed to making other innocent actresses look bad, to be very honest, because we have so many gist about actresses sleeping with politicians, with a very popular pastor in Nigeria. I mean,
yeah.
they just keep on feeding to that narrative.
Okay.
And how do you think the Gen Zs, the younger generation, do you think they're going to follow suit? Like, okay, you know what? My mentors in the industry are always having politicians on their payroll, or I was on politicians' payroll. Do you think Gen Zs are actually going to follow suit or break away from that norm?
Well, I would just say everyone has their, I mean, freedom to do whatever they want, and I'm never the type to even judge or say, oh, don't do this, don't do. I mean, it's a personal choice. If you feel that's the kind of life you want, if you feel it's not the kind of life you want, then as long as you don't actually let it affect your craft, and people forget that. Aside the fact that, I mean, these people are actresses, they're also humans. They are humans, and aside actresses, they are normal human beings who do regular jobs, who date these politicians, or
Right.
who go around with these politicians, but you don't hear about it because they are not celebrities. But
That's
now it's
true.
a problem when actresses date politicians because they are actresses and they are celebrities, but they are humans. This is a man and a woman who like each other and they're doing things together, and I don't really see. Okay, the only time I feel like there will be a problem is if you're doing it with a married man, who is a politician. That
Right.
is where I'll say, okay, I think you're messing this thing up. But if it's a politician and he's single, then I mean,
Personally, my issue with actresses sleeping with men for money is not the act, really. It's the false picture that it paints to the younger generation that they're actually making
oh,
money
money
from
from,
acting.
oh yeah.
So these younger girls go into the industry thinking, okay, you know what? I have the talent, I have the looks, I'm going to break it. But they're hit with the reality that there's really no money in Nollywood.
Actually, yes, I get what you're saying. So that's why I'm like, it's, I mean, as a Gen Z, you should be able to, by now Gen Z should know that social media is not real.
True.
By now you guys should know social media is not real, and don't be carried away with what you see on social media, and just focus on yourself, and know that social media is not real. So people show you what they want you to see, what, not what really goes down. So but don't feel pressured at all. Don't.
Right, Valerie, now speaking from your aura, I can sense a very calm lady. And the industry is a very competitive market. How do you get out there?
Oh, it is God though.
God.
I won't even lie to you, it is God, because when it comes to socializing, zero.
Right.
Zero.
And
I'm
you
not.
have to be social, entertainment world, you have to, what's the word, network. You have to go out, meet people, go to red carpets. You don't know if you meet
Yeah.
this producer, get featured on this film. You have to be out there. So what strategy are you making to make yourself more
Okay.
in our faces?
Okay. So, like I said, it is God. Nobody but God, because I don't have any helper. I go for auditions. I work really hard because,
That's good.
first of all, I know I am not a social person. Like when it comes to going for social events and relating with people, like I'm not so. I have social anxiety actually.
All right.
I do.
Okay.
So I am not so good at socializing. So personally, I know that God has blessed me with this talent, and I go for auditions a lot. Like when I see audition posters, I hustle. I go for these auditions, and people just, I mean, God just blesses me some way or some, and people just call me for jobs and recommendations, and I try to do my best. Like when I get a role, I try to kill it as much as possible, and it just continues like that. So that's how I've been doing my thing, but I don't have any help. I don't.
Now for a basic for an actor now, actress, how many times do you go from back-to-back shoots? Do you get scripts? Have you ever had that busy schedule where you're moving from this character to the next character and you have to mentally prepare, oh, tomorrow I'm going to be Amanda, but next week I'm...
Yeah.
So how do you get into that mind frame?
Uh that's a good question because there was a time it was really hot for me. I was leaving this set immediately. I was going to another one, and I was hitting on that character immediately. But I think for me, I'll be very honest. I'll be very, very honest. I don't get to really prepare like that, like that. But I think when you know what you're doing, like I said, acting is like it's a given talent, and you should be able to know how to switch. Anytime, any
right.
day, be ready for it. So I think I'm always ready for that. So yeah, I think that's how I get to deliver.
Now, but for my next question, we have this deck of cards here, and of course, Friday night at the house, we always incorporate some fun games. So we're going to play the Joker. We have already gone by the rules before the camera started rolling. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards, and we'll start with like 4 cards each.
Okay.
Then the winner is the winner, right? Okay, so now there's this thing that happens in Hollywood where the men are being paid more than the women.
Oh yeah.
Does that happen in Nollywood as well?
I don't really. I haven't really. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know.
I would honestly think that because especially it being a man's world, a man always earns more than the woman, no matter if the woman is more qualified than the man.
Right.
But I think I've heard a couple of artists, a couple of actresses actually complain in Nollywood that while men actually being paid more, where women.
Oh.
So I think producers out there, if you're watching this, or if there's anyone who's knowledgeable on this, tell me why men actually, because women make better actors. I think women, because of that creativity women are born with,
Yeah.
women actually make better
But I
actresses.
actually feel like women actually dominate the industry more.
Definitely. I think entertainment world is more of a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Okay, I don't.
So this is the card we have, right? So,
So I'll go to the market, right?
may as well. So let's talk about family.
Yeah.
We come from a society where if we're not the engineers or the doctors, our parents actually frowned at the profession we chose.
Yeah.
How did your dad feel about you being an actress?
Okay, the normal way an African parent would react, he wasn't too happy about it. But I think sometimes you have to be very stubborn. Like you have to show your parents that this is what I want,
Right.
not what you want. I'm going for what I want. So I was very strong-headed, and he saw my passion for it, and also he was seeing the results. I think that's another thing, because whenever a movie comes out, I send it to him like, Daddy, look, like just the movie.
Nice.
So I think the more he just saw that, oh, my child really enjoys doing this, so let me just leave her to do her thing.
And maybe he also saw you can do it, because African parents get proud so easily. Once you just see your daughter on the big screen on television, they're like, oh, that's my child. In fact, I was the one who made her go into acting.
Yeah.
But tell me about the personal sacrifices you have made for your career.
First, my ex broke up with my ex. Yeah. And there were times when I was in school, in university.
Right.
I would. Oh my God, my dad shouldn't see this.
This is a action card, right? This is not pick 2. Or it's just nothing. No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Okay.
So I think you're to blame.
Okay.
So your dad.
I was like Miss Test in school and travel down to Lagos to come and work auditions. Maybe one scene role. I will just run to Lagos. I'll use my own money to come to Lagos. What they are even paying me is peanuts. But because I just want my face to be
out there,
I would leave school, come to Lagos and hustle a bit, then, go back again. So yeah, I think that was some sacrifices I made,
Now, there's something I don't understand why producers actually give actors or actresses a role based on their social media following. Like, sometimes I've heard stories where ladies come out and be like, you know what, I was so fit for this job. I had the talent, I had the looks, the character that they wanted me to play, I could play it to the T. But they gave someone else because of their social media following. So why is it important that a producer would say, oh, I'll choose this person because she has 1 million followers, other than the person who has the talent for it but has 5,000 followers?
Yeah. So the thing is, well, first of all, I won't blame the producers because they are trying to make their money. You know, they're trying to, because let's be honest, they put a lot of money into these movies, and imagine your movie coming out and it doesn't sell, it doesn't bring any money for you because there is no marketing, no face, so they are trying to also sell their movies. So they always go for people with large amount of followers, because they know, okay, if this person promotes my film for me, or if their fans see that, oh, this person is in this
Yeah,
film,
they would
they'll
definitely. I
watch.
think that's a
Yes.
good
But
strategy.
at the same time, it's kind of heartbreaking for people like, us upcoming, like we're not up there yet. It's kind of heartbreaking for us. But I think it got to a point in my life whereby I just had to like you just have to accept the whole truth and just flow with it and just keep growing yourself and just keep showing up and doing your best.
Now, there's a saying that Nollywood is the dumping ground for BBNaija graduates, because every night, BBNaija, they pass out from the reality show and they just become Nollywood actors.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this?
Like you mean people who were into like presenting or something like
Yes,
that?
like a lot. I think every BBNaija contestant
Oh.
has had an affiliation with Nollywood. They've always began acting with talent or not. So in fact, they get casted the most. What do you feel about this?
Like I said, these producers, when I mean they try to look for faces. So that I think that's the major reason. Because if you look at it, nobody say then sabi act pass.
That's the truth.
They're not sabi. Oh, God, sabi.
What's the truth?
But it's just the face, it's just the face, literally. These producers are trying to sell out their movies. So they go for the known
But
faces.
to be very fair, I'll shout out to some of those BBNaija actresses. Fina is actually a really great actress, if you ask me.
Yes, she is actually with
is.
the ruggedness
Yes,
and yeah, she's good.
she definitely can go far. But there's some people that you just see. I don't want to mention names, but when you just see them on your screens, you be like, "What is this man looking for here?" Like, hello. But I think Nollywood as a body needs to do better. I think Nollywood needs more regulations. It needs more structure. It needs so much more funding, and it could be a
Actually.
really good establishment. I mean, let's digress from Nollywood for a second. Let's talk about your content creating. Why do you like to content create? And do you make money from content creating?
I used to, but then I stopped at some point. So there was a time when TikTok was musically, I don't know, it was like way back 2017
Okay,
thereabout.
right.
Like we were
Oh,
one
is that
of
what TikTok was before?
yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, it was once called
Musically.
musically,
Oh,
yes.
nice. Okay.
And that time we were like one of those people who were like really, really hot on that app. Like we're always creating content, back to back. And I was in school at that time. So I had passion for content creating so much. But then I don't know, it got to a point I felt like it was actually disturbing my studies. And at some point in my life I wasn't feeling it anymore. I was feeling down. I don't want to use the word depressed, but everyone gets to that stage in their life where they feel like they just don't know what is wrong with them, but and then they withdraw from
Something.
a lot, and they just want to be idle
Their shell, right?
for a while.
But that's very dangerous
Right.
for a personality, like an entertainment, but a entertainment personality, because you have to keep putting out content. I mean, it's easy for me to say, but I fall in that same boat because it's so hard to keep up content creating, and there's just so much money in it, to be very honest.
Actually,
So, do you think you already being an actress could help you be even a bigger content creator?
sure, of course. I try to put out content, once in a while. Maybe I'm not so consistent like before though, but I still try to once in a while. But right now I'm focusing more on my on my modeling, career, modeling, acting,
Okay.
dance. Dance is just it's just like something I do for fun, like a
Okay.
hobby. Sometimes I just do dance videos and posts. And I also create content with my best friend. Shout out to you, Jessica Igbenidu. So yeah, we do content together. And yes, and I also just do like other side jobs aside from entertainment. So
Okay. All right, it's been so much fun having you, Valerie, at this point, but we're not done yet. We just have a few more topics to talk about,
Yes.
and we would keep on hanging out with you right here at Friday night at the house. Right, let's talk about friendships. Oh my goodness. Friendships, especially friendships in Nigeria with Nigerian women, could be so difficult.
Actually,
Now, you just mentioned your best friend, and I'm like, okay, how long have you known this best friend of yours?
7, 8 years.
There's no competition. There's
At
no,
all.
because that is the scariest thing about having friends in this country.
Oh
There's
my
secret
goodness.
envy. There is one
Yes.
person looking, saying, okay, you know what? Why does she
Yes.
have this? I'm going to show her. Listen.
Yes.
So, like, how do you choose your friends?
Okay, so it's okay, so I 100 level days, I didn't really have a good experience with friends because I mean I was really really backstabbed, like when you trust people and they just
Well, sorry, let me just ask you this question. What would you do if you find your best friend sleeping with your man?
well that is, but yes, I have actually not sleep. I don't know if they did something, but it has happened in the sense that
Wow.
she was texting him, and I
Wow.
found out through like
His phone?
yes, not his phone, but he was like he was making a screenshot and sending it to his friend. And then his friend told me to like help him charge. Students live now. I beg help me charge my phone. So I collected his phone and I just saw my boyfriend's message pop up, and I saw, you'd be curious to like what is my boyfriend sending this guy. So I opened it and then I saw a screenshot he sent to him, like this girl telling him like, why would you choose Valerie over me? What is in? I've known you for saying, because I just came into that hostel because I was just in 100 level. So, but he knows my brother and he has been, telling my brother, "Oh, your sister, I like her," stuff like that. You know how guys behave. So when I finally came, we met one on one, and I kind of like, okay, liked him as well, and just had to give him a chance. And yeah, so I saw the text message, and I was so disappointed. And but even before I saw the text, I saw she was already giving me.
Some signs of.
I was seeing signs, attitude, and all that. Like this is not the girl I know. So like, when I saw it, I knew, oh, well,
I mean, people have very many crazy experiences. I saw this story where this lady's best friend, you know how Africans can be very superstitious. She said her best friend did black magic on her. She had a fatal accident a week to the wedding.
yeah.
She now got in a coma from the freak accident and spent like maybe about a year or more in coma. When she woke up from the coma, she had found out her best friend had gotten married to her
Whoa.
fiance
Whoa.
and was actually expecting. And the crazy part of that story was the friend went on telling everybody that the girl had passed, and that's why she's moving on ahead with her fiance. I mean, very scary
It's
times in this
crazy.
country, and I just think everyone should be very careful on who they let into their
Actually,
lives.
and I feel when I after that experience, I had to like move out from the hostel. I moved to another place completely to just start my own life afresh, because even I had some other friends who I brought into the hostel because they were looking for like accommodations, and I brought them to our hostel. So, and I saw that this same girl I was telling you about, like
I was just about to
she
say,
had poisoned everybody's mind.
okay,
No, no, okay, not that kind of
I was
poison,
just going to
yes.
tell you a story.
So like everyone was just acting weird, and I
Right.
felt like they were also jealous of me because I won't even like that guy was hot. Like he was really, really hot. So for the fact that why Valerie, why not
Right.
any other, you get, so it too was really biting them. So I didn't even, I just left. And so that was where I discovered my love for dance. So at that point I wanted to just like socialize and just do something out of studies to take my mind off things. So I told my classmate, do you know any place where people dance? I want to just learn how to dance. So that was where I met my best friend, and she happened to be
Nice.
the lead, one of the leaders of the
Dance group.
dance group, and we just clicked. And it's 7, 8 years now,
Wow, that's a nice
going
one.
strong. Jessica, I love you so much.
Lord, you don't make them like that anymore.
At all. I mean, I used to tell myself that if this is the only true friend that God has
Giving you.
given me, I'm good. I don't need
Yeah,
any other person.
definitely. You don't need three is a
It's
crowd.
a crowd,
Right?
actually.
Now, I was going to tell you about this story. Now, there's this slang that's reading in Nigeria now. They'll say, I go send you pepper soup. Did you have the story about this guy? I think it happened in Warri. So this guy had broken up with his girlfriend, a 16-year-old girl. Can you imagine what is going on in this world? A 16-year-old girl was broken up by her boyfriend or with her boyfriend. So she was so jealous the boy had moved on with another girl. So the boy, may God rest his soul, but he was so silly. How would your ex send you food and your really eating the food. So the ex sent him pepper soup. He called his other 4 friends to come
And then
eat.
she added more pepper into it. When I
And it
mean
was
pepper,
poisoned. This pepper soup was poisoned, and everybody died from that.
Crazy.
Like, first of all, so many things come to my head. Like, what kind of evil mind does a 16-year-old have, right?
Actually.
Secondly, I think the boy was 18 or 19, if I'm not wrong. Why is he dating a minor? Because 16-year-old is still a minor.
Actually.
And why is it being taken lightly? I think, what do you think? Do you think the girl that poisoned her boyfriend and his friends should be tried as an adult, or you think she should be pardoned and just given juvenile service or whatever?
She has to pay for her sins. She has to, actually. I'm not even trying to be. I mean, yes, I feel pity for her for the fact that she has ruined her own life, because of a man. But she just has to pay for what she has done.
Now they're saying hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, right? So now can you say that this woman, maybe the boy don't do her something that she just couldn't let go of? Because women, anger is something else, you know that, right?
Yeah. So that one thing, if anyone can master self-control, they have
Mastered a lot.
a lot. Self-control is something that every single person needs to work on.
You seem like you have a lot of that, actually.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Because, I mean, people have really done, crazy stuff that, you would make you think like, I want to kill this person. I want to stab this person. But, man, you just have to have self-control, because at the end of the day, if you go and do one or two bad things, now you ruin your whole life. So you just have to have that self-control. Very, very important. And don't just try to not let things get to you. That's why I'm saying self-control. So...
Right. So many things are happening. Like Tim said, crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening, dude. Like, it's just such at an alarming rate. Now let's come back to you personally before we round up the show. Let's get to know you a little bit more.
Okay.
Do you think Valerie could ever get married to an actor as well?
Oh, I don't want to, actually.
Why not?
I want a low-key man. Someone who is not on social media. Someone who doesn't...
Why?
I want to...
You don't want competition?
No. I believe there are men who are in the industry who are like very faithful and very matured, emotionally matured, and yes, they are, actually. But I just wouldn't like when I'm with someone who we're both in doing this. I don't know, but I don't think I want to. But like I said, at this point, it's God's will. Sometimes this is what we want, but God actually wants it this way for us. So I will just say whatever God wants for me. As long as it's something that will bring me peace of mind, I will accept.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I need to ask, and tell me the whole truth, because
Sure.
I need to know. If you're given a role of $1 million to star in a blockbuster movie that will skyrocket your career, but you had to sleep with the director, would you take it? If you say no, then I know you are lying.
Wait, okay, wait. So the thing is, I don't know what's the difference. Okay, $1 million. 1 million.
To a blockbuster
So the
Hollywood
thing is,
movie,
okay, aside the movie, aside the money, yeah, I have definitely turned down directors who will bring that kind of leg towards my side, like, come and I will make you I mean, people have literally told me shit like,
so that really happens in Nollywood.
oh God, oh,
Like men straight up just tell you, you know what, you won this role, it's yours, but you have to scratch my back.
So the thing is that I don't have a problem with a man liking a woman. It's a normal thing. God created man, God created woman. So you can actually find a woman attractive, no problem. But where I would have a problem with someone is when you go to tell this girl I like you and she turns you down, and then you start using it against her, like telling her, I'll blacklist you, this one, that one. If it's okay if you don't want to work with me, carry your job and go. I don't want, but I don't like it when you try to like spoil my own. Like maybe there's someone who wants to work with me and you tell the person, don't work with this girl because she did not,
take your advantage.
I don't find it's not matured at all. It's very, I find it's bullshit actually. It's
Well, I
bullshit.
love the honesty, and no, she's holding no bars. She's cussing at
bullshit.
those directors that love to get the cookie from women just because they want to offer them a role. Now, Valerie, tell me, a lot of women actually go through this other than yourself, right?
Yeah.
And do you think a lot of actresses that are on top right now have actually slept with producers and directors?
I can't say. I don't know.
Because I honestly would say that, to be very honest, I think out of 10, maybe 6 or 7 might have slept their way up. Because as I say, every woman is a hoe until she makes it. That's the saying that every woman is a prostitute, not a prostitute, but a hoe until she makes it. I mean, I'm not advocating for women to sleep their way up, but it happens.
That was what I was trying to clear up when you said, let me give you $1 million. Okay, maybe aside the money, but like I've had opportunities whereby, I feel like, oh, maybe if I had done this shit, maybe I won't even be where I am. I would have gone far, But like, honestly, I'm not desperate. Like, I'm not that desperate girl, like eager for fame. I came into acting because I love acting. Like, I love the craft. So there's a difference between someone who you don't even know yourself. You're not that good. So you feel like you need to sleep your way to the top. But I feel like when you know that, okay, first of all, you're not a desperate person and you know how good you are in this craft. Like, I want people to reach out to me and call me for jobs because I am good. This girl will kill this character, and not because of what she has to offer. Because the moment you start bringing conditions my way, bye-bye.
Right. Now, a lot of these ladies said they don't even go into acting because they have the passion for acting.
That's the thing.
They're going to it to be famous.
Yes.
And once you're famous, you get more access to better men, better caliber of men. That's, to be very fair. I know a friend that's like, you know what? Why do you really want to act? Well, sorry, do you know the amount of people that will see me on their TV screens? Do you know what I would get from? But everybody has a right to live their lives the way they choose,
actually,
right?
And there are women out there who are not desperate for fame.
Definitely,
at all.
definitely.
They are not. If the fame comes, fine. If it doesn't come, they are fine. Personally, for me, I would say if you ask me what is my goal in life, like what is my real goal in life, I will tell you I want to make money and just travel. I want to see the world. Like, that is what will really, really make me happy, not fame. If you say fame is where you find your happiness, you will never be happy.
Right. Now, how do you keep your thick skin on? Because personally, I'm one of those people that any small thing said about me, I'll be like, no, I'll brood for days. I'll get so moody. But you cannot do that in this industry. Everyone is going to have an opinion about your life, about you. So how are you able to just resist or stand despite everything negative that's said about you?
So I personally, I don't, so because I don't get to like socialize too much, I don't get to hear what this one says about me, because I don't socialize. I don't go for industry parties. I don't go for all that. So I don't get to know whether this one said this one or this one said this one. But I do have industry friends, I do have people who we meet on set and we just vibe naturally, and we reach out once in a while, like, yo, are you going for this audition? Oh, have you applied for this? Oh, this your movie is mad. We just support each other, like, genuinely. So I don't know who hates me or who doesn't. I don't care.
Now, apart from you, which rumor have you heard about a Nigerian actress, celebrity that you just been like, you know what, mind blown? That what? Where did this come from? Do you have any of those rumors?
Like the one Just Lover has been dropping?
What's that?
Is it gays?
Who's gay?
I don't know. I just saw a list. So
there's this rumor that apparently now, allegedly, please, so for the so was the THC. Apparently, Desmond Elliott came out debunking some gay rumors. I don't know if that's who you're talking about. So Just Lover has been saying, what's his name? Desmond Elliott is gay, and I'm like, why this Just Lover said they need. I thought they arrested Just Lover at some point because he really tarnishes people's like image and all of that. But That's what comes with the job, right?
Actually,
So,
rumors and might not actually be true.
and they say every publicity is good publicity. So sometimes there's more earlier that people might have forgotten. I'm like, okay, you know what? This one is now in politics. He doesn't act anymore.
Yeah.
He's
But as
now,
far as I'm concerned, he's as straight as
is he?
yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I've worked with him.
Okay.
I've worked with him actually, and you know when. See, I feel gay people have there's a I don't know there's a way they are in a way, but like
Mm,
he
it
doesn't seem no.
it won't be. I don't think so. There's some gay guys that you'll be like, okay, this guy is macho, he's masculine, he's the blueprint of what a man should be.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, he's actually getting bent over.
Who?
So, like, I don't think that's. But yes, Just Lover. Speaking about rumors, Just Lover is one of those blogs that have really caused a lot of harm in people's marriages,
Actually,
people's lives.
actually.
I don't like the blog because it's not legit
Yes, I feel
information.
like the blog is just trying to like the blog is just happy for people's downfall.
So Just Lover apparently is this blog faceless blogger that puts dirt out on people, and apparently when Just Lover has saucy gist on you and you offer to pay an undisclosed amount, he doesn't publish it. So it
Really?
becomes more of a blackmail than actually blogging or spreading information to people. I mean, I have a couple of nice bloggers I like. Linda KG. I mean, Stella Dermocucus, she was doing pretty well back in the day. But bloggers actually are one of the people entertainers need the most. I think without bloggers, a lot of entertainers want to have their names out there.
Actually.
So
They can make you and they can destroy you.
definitely, I think they can. But Nigeria, man, where everybody's why I love Nigerians is because when one serious just happens, everybody's like, "Hey, I didn't see Davido kneeling down to beg this woman. I was crying." The next day, everybody has moved on.
That's the thing.
Everybody has
That's
moved
the
on.
thing. That's why I'm like, people shouldn't really care about what people really feel
Say
because Nigerians they move on so
quickly.
so quickly. So
But it's a fun country though. I'm loving our Nigerian culture,
oh
Nigerian
yes,
space.
yes,
Our government isn't doing us well at the moment,
right.
but we're pushing through.
Yeah, I was talking to someone who like lives outside the country, and he was like telling me like, do you know one thing I love about Africans or Nigerians? So you guys are happy people.
We are. We are.
Because we go through a lot in this country, but like you don't really we still like strive and we still create our own happiness. Look at America now, for example. They have this like they have a good system. Their government takes care of them, and but you still find them you see this one is depressed, this one will just go to school and start shooting everybody, mental health
Illness, right?
illness here and there. But I mean,
Everybody get their own problem. Every country has their own. Every malam with his own kettle, like the saying. So Nigerians think we have it hard. Go to Iraq, go to Lebanon. You see that people are actually really living a shit life.
actually,
But it was amazing getting to hang out with you and getting to know you just a little bit. Before I let you go, I need to know, what are you up to at the moment? Are you working on any movie projects? Do you have any creations you're thrilled for your fans and followers to see? What's going on with Valerie?
and yeah, I have a movie coming out tomorrow on Rock TV. That's the movie I told you I featured with Desmond Elliott. He played my father.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and then Get Lost, the series coming up. I don't know when, maybe next year or maybe December. I don't know. But right now they are still doing the publicity, and well, I right now I'm just working behind the scenes, like trying to make money. Yeah, because I'm
Very
actually an
important.
online tutor. So
Okay,
like,
what do you
yes,
teach?
English
Oh,
to
nice.
foreigners. So and I'm making my dollars.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, working remotely, there's nothing like
Mm-hmm.
it. Like
Yes.
not having to go into a physical office, sitting 9 to 5. That's a good one. Is this something you could teach people how to do?
Teach people how
How
to. Yeah,
to
sure. Anytime I can.
Fantastic. It was amazing hanging out with you, Valerie. Guys, did you enjoy a little chit chat? We got to talk about everything from entertainment to politics to Nigerians to living abroad. It was such a fun-filled conversation. Don't forget to follow us on social media. We are at The House Chronicles across all social media platforms. And as for me, if you want to check me out, you can check me at Asari_on Instagram.
Catch me on My IG, call me Valerie, CALL underscore MHE underscore VALERIE. And I hope you enjoyed the show.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Keep it locked onto the House Chronicles.
Bye.